All right, it's this. Pause. Or we'll just... All right, well, welcome everybody in person or virtually. We do have a quorum, so we'll begin by calling the meeting to order at 6:02 and have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Minutes from the previous meeting are recording, so we don't need to do that. Lynn Kane is listed as a member excused from tonight's meeting. For those who probably are not part of this relatively small email thread, Tim is homesick, so his report would be something that I guess we would just have to take a minute and look at the minutes themselves, or if there's anybody there who didn't get them and you want me to, I can certainly read his bullet points, but if you don't need me to do that, I'm okay to do that or to not do that.
Make a motion, we accept.
Excellent. Motion by PJ to accept Tim's written report versus his narrative. So the next item would be EMS awards. Tim mentioned that not unlike past years, applications are slow coming in. So again, kick the bushes or whatever, and get agencies to submit those, so we're not chasing people last minute, I guess is the best way to describe it. Nothing as far as the chairperson's report. I don't believe we have anything under issue discussions, so the next would be operational reports. Dr. Daly.
Thanks, Jim. So first, I need to apologize that I don't have anything more extensive today. As many of you likely know, we lost MD 360, Dr. Donovan, last week, and today was his funeral. For all the folks that reached out with thoughts and kind words, I really appreciate it. As does the entire Albany Med family. His family, his father Paul, Dr. Donovan, and his mother Eleanor were extremely appreciative of all of the news that they had heard from folks up here and the kind words. I only have one thing really from an operational perspective, which is that there is, as many of you know already, legislation moving forward, thanks to excuse me. Sorry about that. Thanks to Assembly Member Warner to get blood transfusion capability to ground EMS. I have several meetings this week to hopefully facilitate some discussions that will lead to additional support for that bill. The bill has already passed the Senate, and one of the items of business that we'll have at the next REMAC meeting will be to get some small groups together to make sure this is being discussed on a county by county basis for operationalizing the process. With any luck, as we move to 2025, this will be a resource that will be available for our trauma and sick medical patients. Sorry, Jim, was there a question?
No, I think that was just some background noise, but.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But that's really all I have for today.
Okay. Anything QI related while I have you?
We spent some time in CARES. Remo's CARES document is complete. We got some great assistance from the emergency department staff in both Samaritan and Ellis at finding some last minute lost cases that had not been otherwise identified. So CARES is moving forward. And then we have some additional projects that we'll be moving forward on, including comprehensive lights and sirens review for transport to the hospital. But more to come on that.
Sounds good. Any questions for Dr. Daly? Very good. Dr. McHugh, REMAC or academic?
Yeah, I have to apologize. I was not at the meetings. I was out of the area. So what I have is gleaned from our minutes. We did discuss the pre-hospital blood like Mike already did. Also discussion that there's legislation was going to be for EMS and paramedics to administer buprenorphine, and then that got dropped off. So looking into how to get paramedics back onto that legislation. Moving forward, doing a report for airway management, primarily for RSI use in the region. We haven't looked into that for a couple of years. And Mike, is there anything else significant that was discussed?
Not particularly. So the buprenorphine language, Assemblymember McDonald has been kind enough to put that language together into a bill. He has a number of co-sponsors on that as he's starting to put it together. So I'm extremely hopeful. He kept the bill to an absolute minimum. It literally adds the language that would have been in Part U of the governor's budget bill, with basically one comma and the word paramedic, which is exactly what we need. So I remain hopeful.
Sounds good. Any questions for Dr. McHugh or Dr. Daly? Seeing none. PJ, Treasurer's Report.
Okay, for the first time in the last couple of years, I feel very positive in the direction that we're headed from a financial aspect. We've had a good month during the month of March. We've had training funds now. We have a year-to-date revenue from training of $100,000 out of a $150,000 budget. So I feel very good that we're going to reach that budgeted number. In addition to that, so we've been able to insert training funds into the operating budget of $50,000. So we are heading in the right direction. Of particular note, during the month of April here, you won't see it on your March report, but next month you'll see it, is that we finally have received the loan repayment for ARMS of $71,650. And we have actually taken that money and put back into RBC, into some of our investment funds. So that's a good sign. One thing I will note, though, again, if you remember, in order to get the ARMS funds, because of the state's system of repaying Remo, we actually will have to loan ARMS again another $36,270 in order to get that back. So it's some crazy system that I've never seen in my life, but that's the way it is. So just to have that on record and as noted. That's it.
Sounds good. Any questions for PJ? All right, seeing none. CON committee was quiet, so there's nothing to report from the CON committee. We have no receipt of any DOH disciplinary actions, course notifications, none, correspondence, none again. The executive committee did not meet other than a quick polling this morning in Tim's absence. So nothing to report from that perspective. I do not see Steve Kroll, maybe. Nope, I don't think we have him. So skipping finance, and the New York State EMS Council would both be done by Steve. Nurses Committee, Anne Marie.
Hi, we did not have a meeting in April. We're meeting in May.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
PJ, MCI.
No report.
No report. Excellent. Membership, Lynn is excused. Nominating.
I don't think he's on. I don't think there's any nominations.
Actually, Jim, you can back up to state meetings. Those are actually going to take place the first week of May.
Okay. Nominating, I don't see anybody. Awards. Give your-
Just get your awards in. That's all I can keep saying.
Keep them coming. County reports, Albany County.
No,
Yeah, I don't see anybody. Columbia County,
Nothing notable to report.
that was Steve Meehan. Greene County,
Nothing to report.
nothing to report. Thank you, Steve. Rensselaer County, Kathy Allen.
Nothing to report.
Oh, that was Ben Bornhorst. Very good. Saratoga County,
Nothing to report.
that was Tracy Weir. Thank you. Schenectady County, Jim Vina.
We don't have any report either. Our last meeting was canceled because that was the same day that our returning service members who were deceased in the line of duty were brought back home. So our meeting was canceled and we've got one scheduled for next month.
All right, very good. Thank you. The item of new business is, our potential adjustment of our meeting schedule. As you saw, if you looked at your agenda, what Tim had put was that our next meeting, assuming we decide to table or postpone the meeting for May, would be June 24.
May would be Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be even worse. So, I mean, I'd certainly open it up for discussions if anybody would like to discuss the potential for a meeting schedule other than our current meeting schedule. Yeah, I mean, realistically, and I think I mentioned this last time, I just can't remember if we were having this conversation afterwards, is that the trigger that would occasionally occur that would require us to meet is if, the receipt of an issue associated with licensing, whether it's a transfer or, a new application or expansion, whatever you want to call it. There is a time frame in the public health law that requires us to act and then to have a vote within that predetermined time frame. So it's not impossible. I think we've been fortunate or lucky that we haven't traditionally had to meet during the summer or during our existing break times to address a license or CON related issue. So, personally, I think it would work. Yeah, so I guess probably the first thing to do would be to see how it goes, and if somebody wants to make a motion that we skip the May meeting, yeah, and then we'll meet in June and see how it goes. So I got a motion by Steve Retzlaff, seconded by PJ Keeler. Any discussions on that motion? Anybody wishing to vote no or abstain? Thank you for your input. This could go on record as the fastest meeting ever. I told Tim, I said, if you didn't feel good, this would have been one to attend because you wouldn't have been here very long. But
Jim, you have already gone well past some Kevin Roberts meetings.
oh, okay. I was going to say he probably had the record. I don't know how fast it was. There's always something to shoot for. But for everybody who took the time to attend, thank you. And if no one has anything else, we'll call the meeting adjourned. All right, meeting adjourned. 6:17. Thanks again.
There is any.
I have more than one slave.
It's, you know what it is, if Tim's not here, nobody's here. We're not. Yeah.